here's the thing with Anthony. I read the comments on Anthony's thing. First of all, when you have to go on Pat Dixon's show to be heard trying to talk shit about me, that's bad. So that's almost too pathetic to comment on. He's burned some bridges by the way he handled that compound thing. I will say this about Anthony, and I felt this way about Anthony when it comes to, like, you know, Anthony never had us on compound. When people say Anthony had you on compound, Anthony didn't give a fuck about what happened on compound. E-Rock had us on compound. E-Rock was a booster of ours. And, you know, what happened to E-Rock after Gavin said, I'll come in and I'll fix all the money problems you have on compound? Boom, everyone was out the door. The minute Anthony could, you know, the minute anyone else offered to be the bad guy, Anthony did what he always wanted to do. Cut all the dead weight, get rid of all these people that were costing him, by his own admission, 50 grand out of his own pocket every quarter. He's so fucking afflicted. He's so incapable of being the bad guy. And I don't know why. I mean, the guy's probably pled to more crimes than I have. So I don't know why he's got, I mean, he'll bite a woman, he'll feed a woman and get convicted of it. And but he won't fire a few people. Anthony, bite less, fire more. Your career would be in good shape. You wouldn't have to go on Pat Dixon's show. You don't want to go on Pat Dixon's show. No, but Pat Dixon doesn't want to be on Pat Dixon's show. So if you would bite less and fire more, hell, we might be listening to you on Sirius XM right now. And you'd have to work with Opie. But, let's weigh Anthony versus Opie. I think Opie won. Opie's a happy guy with a shitload of money who's not throwing 50 grand a quarter into a failed endeavor. I mean, Jim Norton still gainfully employed. Anthony needed his buddy Gavin to come by and save him. And then it kind of seems like Anthony either threw everybody under the bus afterwards or just abandoned them and ignored them and kind of ghosted them, like Geno. By the way, the title of today's episode, I Forgive Geno. People were in the chat before the show started, and they were going, oh, that's terrible. Oh, man, don't forgive that piece of shit. Guys, it's a joke. Remember Geno did the thing where he said, you know, I forgive Aaron, and Kevin and Matt and myself. We were all like, forgive me for what? I didn't do anything to you. What do you forgive me for? I forgive Aaron for my fiance making me kick him out of our wedding because she believed a hustler and a pig liar. I mean, is that what you forgive me for? Oh, and that, like, it's funny that everything I said about her turned out to be true. And then when she showed herself to be that thing, they all kind of just like turned on me about it. It's like, guys, I've been warning you about these people forever and ever. And then they show themselves to you, and I go, I said so. But they use people to get what they... Right, that's what I said. I just wanted to give you guys a few $100 every week for doing my show. I didn't even ask you to hate the people I hated. Honestly, what I always told Keanu was, talk to him. You'll see. And then guess what? They started talking to him again, and guess what? They saw. Oh, my God. So, I mean, forgive me. Cool. For what? I thought about this today. I'm send him a couple $100 as a wedding gift. Would that be in poor taste? I don't feel any heat from Anthony Cumia coming after me. It's just, he knows that I attract numbers. And when you're in compound censored, you're in a bubble and you're not attracting any numbers. You just have what you have. And don't get me wrong, it would take a long time for that fan base to completely go away. But it's aging out, and it's only going to go in the stagnant or down direction. It's not going to get bigger. I mean, Gavin's been canceled from everything. They're not going to let him on to promote his shit. You don't have any stroke anymore. Those days are done. I respect what you did, but I don't owe anything. What was the second part of this? I mean, the balls on that has-been trying to enter this sector is appalling. Teach him a lesson, please. Teach him a lesson. I guess the lesson is fire more, bite less. There you go. He was, I guess he was on Pat Dixon, shit talking Ricada. I haven't listened to it. They said he was, somebody wrote that it doesn't seem like Anthony's going to Geno's wedding. Are Anthony and Geno having a lover's quarrel now? Can Anthony not any relationship? Opie, Bill Burr, Club Soda Kenny, Geno, all the compound people, Danny Brand. I mean, look, from what we saw, Danny Brand seemed like a psychopath. But, you know, you brought the fox into the hen house, and then you bit the fox. Ant is a hack podcaster now. He is literally the next stuttering John. In fact, I would respect John more than Ant, since John isn't a coward like Anthony. Wow. That is brutal right there, respecting John more than Anthony. The John stuff has always been overplayed, and it's always been by people who needed John more than John needed them. I mean, John's a buffoon, but he doesn't deserve an entire community revolved around him. And then you look at the community that revolves around him, and it's like, it's so clear that, you know, what it is. It's a bunch of people more pathetic than John in their own lives, kind of circling around John because they need someone to point at and go, oh, that guy's a piece of shit. I mean, to me, he's never been that entertaining. Not even like on lol cow status. But a lot of these guys just saw easy numbers from it, and then they just kept exploiting it, and they got lazy. Yeah, Kevin Soundboard says, after seeing Cumia on Dixon, I don't think he's going to that wedding. What did he say about Geno that made you think he's not going to the wedding? Gavin is a bootlicking scumbag. I don't watch him that closely. I always thought Gavin was funny. Skeezy Whitefish says, bite less, headbutt more like a goddamn professional. I am happy that, like, basically the entire internet was like, dude, that's headbutting shit. It's so bullshit. And there's like a few people who just perennially hate everything steel toe who are like, I have to believe it's true. Like, even Geno's like, I don't believe that. It's a psycho bitch saying it. It's like, I mean, hey, tell him when he's telling lies. Geno is pissed because he never sued Compound. I don't think Geno was talking about suing Compound. I think Geno was talking about suing Pat Dixon. So I think his invite to the wedding is still on. I mean, hell, maybe Anthony can have my spot as a groomsman. Anthony, I'll give you my spot. Somebody texting in, send a gift to his just to his bride. Just have Gordy fill a shoebox with his best work, wrap it, and send it. I mean, there's ideas coming in. One person texting in says, go for the Sarah McLachlan grift. Okay, so like the sick animals and the... But I'm not going to like shove pencils into Gordy's head and shit just to get sympathy grifting cash from people. That's not right either. We got to do this with some fucking class, guys. Thank you, JT10, for all the contributions. I appreciate it. We are 185 away from tonight. You guys have already done a pretty good job. What do you